These days, there's no free lunch, no free ride, not even any free time. Well, at Bank of Colorado, we're putting an end to all that because our personal free checking and personal free collection serve up a whole lot of free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free PIN pay, and more. Then when you add our personal free collection, you'll get a free savings account, free appraisal with your next mortgage, and more. So if you want to bring back the free, apply today to open a new account. Visit bankofcolorado.com and long live free. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Rudy's Gas, Tire, and Oil congratulates the area teams on their great season and also congratulates them on their accomplishments. When you need a tire assistance, see Rudy's Gas, Tire, and Oil with 2 convenient locations to serve you. Rudy's GTO at 405 East Edison Street in Brush or at 113 Central Avenue in Wiggins. For more information, call Rudy's GTO in Brush 970-842-4219 or in Wiggins 970-483-7878.
Paul and Luann of West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast congratulate the Pawnee Coyotes on a great season and wish them best of luck in the postseason. West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast is a working ranch located in Northeast Colorado, 20 miles west of Grover. Create your own adventure at West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast. Bring your horse and ride across the plains, visit the Pawnee Buttes, or enjoy the Pawnee National Grasslands, where 250 different species of birds are located. Call the West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast at 970-895-2482 or visit westpawneeranch.com.
Looking for that perfect home or property? Look no further than Morgan County Realty and Reed Cavelli. Morgan County Realty was established 30 years ago and is family-owned and operated, specializing in residential housing, commercial properties, water transactions, farm and ranch. But it doesn't just stop there. Reed is also a licensed mortgage loan originator, providing a full line of mortgage services. See Reed Cavelli today at Morgan County Realty, 702 Main Street in Fort Morgan, or call 970-867-4090.
And welcome back into the Bank of Colorado Event Center. I'm Ben Blecka as we come back from Match 2 of the 1A District 4 Volleyball Tournament. Fleming getting the sweep over Caliche. Now it's time for Weldon Valley and Pawnee. These two teams have now played 3 times in the last 7 days. Weldon Valley and Pawnee played last Saturday in Briggsdale to end the season, and then played Tuesday here at NJC as they come in. They say it's always tough to beat a team a 3rd time. How about a 4th time?
How about a 4th? Exactly.
We head into this one. Weldon Valley on the season 20-1. Pawnee 14-7. But when you look at Pawnee, 3 losses to Weldon Valley, a loss to Caliche, 2 losses to Fleming. There's 6 of their 7 losses right there are to the 3 teams they're playing today. So Pawnee definitely the underdogs coming into this one. That being said, they were the underdogs last year and still found a way to get out.
I mean, I'm excited to see both these teams. Have not seen them at all this year. So, and I got to tell you, I like the uniforms that Pawnee have. Legit.
They are the real deal. There's no doubt about that. I love those. I also love the Weldon Valley jerseys as well. This is a great clash between 2 teams that Weldon Valley has been in control all year long. Their only loss of the season is to Akron. Nobody else has been able to beat them. They've won 30 straight sets since that loss to Akron.
Wow.
They come into this one, and it's time to meet our starting lineups, brought to you by Bob Mullendore and Daryl McCormick.
If you want to get your insurance to help you if you're hurt or sick, 2309, it's Aflac.
522-2309, that's 970. They're in downtown Sterling if you want to go see them. The Pawnee Lady Coyotes will be going right to left here in the first set. Red, white, and black jerseys. The Weldon Valley Warriors will be in their yellow and blue jerseys. And Michael Starters for the visiting Pawnee Coyotes.
For the Pawnee Coyotes, the libero, number 1, a 5'6" sophomore, Kirby Anderson. Number 2, Kendra Koenig is an outside middle and setter. She's a freshman, 5'7". Afton Zedek is a 5'5" junior. Number 3, number 5, Lindy Johnston, a 5'6" senior. Number 7, Morgan Sanders, a 5'10" sophomore. Number 10, Brooke Tillman is a 5'8" junior. And rounding out the top 6 for them is Sarah Vieira, a 5'4" senior. For Weldon Valley, the home team on the scoreboard today, number 1, Morgan Norris is a 5'6" senior. Cassie Headley, a 5'7" senior. Number 2, number 3, Kelsey Eskew is a 6'2" senior. Number 6, Brooklyn Krameyer, a 5'9" freshman. Kiana Sandoval, a 5'foot junior. And rounding their lineup out, Rachel McCracken is a 5'7" senior. And Weldon Valley, just looking at the numbers, impressive in height.
No doubt. I mean, you stand and look at this team. This bunch of girls has been playing together at the varsity level since they were freshmen. And this is kind of the year this team was really building toward, although they expected to make it to state last year. And in this year's format would have made it to state with the Weldon Valley Warriors coming into this one. They really are on a mission this year after losing in the heartbreaker last year at the district tournament. Last year they came in as the 2 seed, so in the position Fleming was, and they got beat by Pawnee in 5 sets in the first match of the day. And that sent everything spiraling south. They beat Marino in 4, although Marino pushed them really hard, and then they lost to Fleming in 4, but had the top overall seed going into the California tiebreak to get out, did the Weldon Valley Lady Warriors, and they awaited the winner of Pawnee Marino, who was Pawnee, and Pawnee got them 25-23 in that 1-set playoff to get themselves out. So the Weldon Valley Lady Warriors on a mission, Pawnee on a mission as well, because there's a lot of new girls on this team. But keep in mind, folks, this Pawnee team won state basketball last year when they shouldn't have. Advanced out of this district tournament when they shouldn't have. It's all about not on paper, but what you do between those lines. And this Pawnee team, all due respect to everybody else in this tournament, may be the best defensive team in this tournament. And maybe in Class 1A, they get everything up on the back row. It is so frustrating to play this Pawnee team.
Well, I'm just excited to watch these 4 teams today. Already a good match between Fleming and Caliche. Fleming winning in a sweep. And now we've got the other 2 going here head-to-head.
Fleming is at another level right now. Now the onus is on Weldon Valley to say, hey, we can still unseat you as 6-time defending champs of this district, but they've got to come out fired up in this one. Pawnee will start with a serve in the hands of Sarah Vieira. Offensive change for them. Vieira is setting in this one as opposed to Tilghman. They're using Tilghman as a right side. Vieira puts the serve short. Free back onto the Coyote side. Vieira will turn and set it deep. Popped up back row by Headley. Set up for SQ. Boom. Down and in for a kill. Vieira, typically their libero. Kirby Anderson, typically one of their outsides.
Now I'm used to that kind of height in the 3 and 4A that SQ has. That was a great play right there.
Serve from McCracken down the middle, fielded by Zedek. Back row, and a flat free will be played over by Lindy Johnson. Checked up back row by Headley. Set to Headley. Far post. Danked off the block at the net and down. 2-0 start for the Weldon Valley Lady Warriors. 3 sweeps against the Pawnee Lady Coyotes this season.
2 attacks, 2 kills. That's a good percentage.
McCracken will fly at far side. Popped up by Anderson, back row. Vieira, long fly set near side. Attack from Lindy Johnston, down and in for a kill. There's no doubt Lindy Johnston is one of the better athletes in the North Central League. Fabulous basketball player, fabulous volleyball player. I even think she plays some baseball for the Coyotes.
I think so. I think she does.
2-1. Kendra Koenig, the freshman, back to serve. She'll put it down the near side. Popped up back row by McCracken. Short set SQ. Tip near line, down and in for a kill. She's got 2 kills already and 4 points. Onto the floor will come Kendra Cullison for the Weldon Valley Lady Warriors. Back to serve goes Morgan Norris, the senior setter, fielded far side by Koenig. Shoot set near side, Zedek will angle it back far line, chased down by Headley. Norris will get underneath it, running bump set, and a free ball be played into the net court by Haley Cavelli. So 3-2. Morgan Sanders will serve for herself. She did not do this on Tuesday. She's been given the go-ahead and gets tagged with a 5-second violation. She was waiting for the go-ahead for a player that doesn't typically serve for herself.
Little confusion on the Pawnee sideline right now, just trying to decide who's coming in, who's leaving.
We credited the wrong Tilghman as the starter. Brandy was the starter, not Brooke. Brooke typically the starter as the setter.
Brandy, a 5'9" freshman.
I just asked head coach Marcy Koenig for Pawnee based on last names.
And they are doing a lineup call and now trying to figure out what's going on.
I think Brandy Tilghman is supposed to be in the front row, and an illegal libero substitution is going to be a required timeout because the libero checked in, I think, for the wrong player on the back row for Pawnee. Not the way you want to start off your first match at districts, especially
against Pawnee.
Yeah,
I mean, against Weldon Valley.
You talk about Pawnee. They're playing a back-to-back set of matches here against number 1 Weldon Valley, who has only lost to Akron this year and is on a 30-set winning streak, followed by the defending state champion Fleming Wildcats.
Who is at another level this morning.
Oh, my goodness. This is
You talk about a tough row to hoe today.
This is not the way you wanted to start your day. Although last year Marino started their day this way in this district tournament, playing Fleming, followed by Weldon Valley.
Right.
And the Rams still were able to force a California tiebreak after beating Pawnee in their final match of the day. So anything can happen, and oftentimes does at this 1A District 4 volleyball tournament. The Weldon Valley Lady Warriors will have the serve at 4-2 after the forced timeout for Pawnee. Serve fielded far side, Lindy Johnson. Running bump set, Vieira. Far side, Lindy Johnson. Cross shot, near side. Popped up by Morgan Norris. Cullison will set it far side. The attack from Headley over short. Popped up, Lindy Johnson will dig it out, and then the attack by Brandy Togman dug deep. Set up by Norris. Near side, Cullison. 4-hit violation as she hammered it into the net. First hitting error for the Weldon Valley Warriors.
Second, Haley Cavelli had one as well.
That attack hit the antenna and caused it to come loose, so we're going to have another delay here at the 1A District 4 volleyball tournament.
Well, maybe 9 o'clock is going to be right. I was thinking they were playing back-to-back to back-to-back. We might get out of here before 10 o'clock.
Our last match is scheduled to start at 4:30. I've been covering this tournament this is the 7th year. We have never gotten out of this tournament.
I was trying to remember. I listened to you last year coming home. Mm-hmm. I was at a tournament. I can't remember where I was.
You were at Sterling's District.
I was at Sterling District down in Denver. I'm listening to
you. Drove to Denver, covered 4 volleyball games, drove back, and I was still on air.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the Marino, California playoff I was listening to.
Yeah, Lindy Johnson lines the serve far side out of the delay. The attack by Cullison at the net, clipped the block, and then the flat free played over by McCracken. Dugout back row by Lindy Johnson, set down the middle. Brandy Togman ticks it over, pancaked out by Cassie Headley, and a free ball over by Cullison. Checked up back row by Lindy Johnson. Vieira will set it wide, too wide now. (5-3). Cassie Headley takes the serve. Headley lines it down the middle. Kirby Anderson and Lindy Johnson, who typically do not play next to each other, not communicating. 6-3. Headley flies the serve short, popped up by Koenig back row. Running bump set up by Vieira, and Zedek will float it over the top of the block of the net. Popped up by Norris back row. Colson set far side. Big swing. McCracken near side. Too wide now.
Four hitting errors on the Weldon Valley Warriors.
Afton Zedek back to serve. She'll put it down the middle. Popped up by Cavelli, and then Cullison going for the set. This is the rotation where Cullison sets. She swings and misses.
Tried to do that little tip over the net as the setter and put it into the net.
Zedek will line it near side. Popped up by Headley back row. Cullison far side. Big swing by McCracken. Dugout back row by Lindy Johnson. Vieira down the middle. Brandy Togman near side. Diving dig. Morgan Norris misplayed, and Brandy Togman, the freshman, gets the kill. 6-all. First kill of the contest for Brandy. Afton Zedek floats the serve down the near side. Popped up back row by Cassie Headley. Tip far line by Cullison. Dug out by Lindy Johnson. A free ball over by Kendra Koenig. Popped up back row by Cassie Headley. Norris short set down the middle intended for Krameyer, who jumped too early. And a 4-hit violation. Pawnee has the lead.
Is that a swing and a miss?
That was. Strike 3. Float serve down the near side from Zedek. Popped up back row by Headley. Set far side McCracken. Flat angle inside the antenna. Popped up by Koenig. Vieira back to Koenig near side. Banged off the block of the net. Dug up by McCracken. Back row. Set back McCracken far side. Big swing down and in for a kill. First kill of the contest for Rachel McCracken. She'll hand the serve to Kendra Cullison.
I always like Spooner's coach. I just like him.
Jerry Spooner has coached a lot of great teams. He's very intense. There's no doubt about it. He also has a great sense of humor. I miss being courtside. Near side, Koenig will tip it over far side. Popped up by McCracken. Norris short set far side. McCracken big swing. Back-to-back kills for the senior. This bunch of seniors with an 8-7 lead
Well, you mentioned it. They've played together for 4 years now.
They were at state as freshmen.
Yep.
The last time Weldon Valley went, this program won as the serve is too deep and out from Cullison. They won state back in 2000. Brandy Togman back to serve. She'll put it down the near side. Popped up by Headley on the back row. Norris sets it up. McCracken tips over the block. Togman pops it out. Vieira will set near side into the hands of Koenig. Off the block at the net. Pancaked out by McCracken. Cavelli chased it down, and Kiana Sandoval frees it over. Popped up by Zedek on the far side. Vieira comes near side. Koenig with the attack deep. Dug out back row by Headley once again. Set far side. Norris McCracken punch deep. Popped up by Koenig. Bumped up by Brandy Togman, and the free ball over by Lindy Johnson. Misplayed back row. And Pawnee will step back with the lead, 9-8 in the serve to Sarah Vieira.
One of my favorite names in volleyball this year.
Absolutely.
Oh, rotation violation.
I think that Kirby Anderson was supposed to be serving in that position. Vieira was still one rotation away. Yeah, that was the case. So Vieira served out of turn. 9-8. Serve will come from Haley Cavelli. Arc near side. Popped up back row by Zedek. Set down the middle, and the free into the block of the net by Kendra Koenig. Back up to Eskew. Her attack dug out by Lindy Johnston. Bumped up by Zedek, and Vieira will free it over. Pardon me, it's 9-9. Popped up by Kiana Sandoval. Right into the radar zone of Kendra Koenig. It's her first kill.
Now we have the right server.
Vieira will now serve with a 10-line lead. Popped up far side. Norris will set it over. Popped up by Lindy Johnston. Back set in the attack from Lindy Johnston off the block of the net. Ball dug out back row. Ball free back and deep. Popped up by Zedek, set over, and the free ball by Lindy Johnson clips the block at the net. Kept up Norris, far side McCracken. Big swing off the block, down and in for the kill. It's her third. (10-10). Rachel McCracken, number 10, takes the serve. Here in set one. McCracken floats it short, clips the net cord. Popped up by Koenig on the front row. Vieira sets it up near side. Lindy Johnson free short. Popped up by Kiana Sandoval. McCracken set far side. Headley pushed down the line. Vieira digs it out. Running bump set up by Lindy Johnson. Near side swing into the net by Kendra Koenig. It's a little difficult to say Koenig in an attacking position. Her sister was the setter for 4 years for this Pawnee team. Short serve from Rachel McCracken. Popped up. Vieira will free it back and deep. Checked up high. Back row. Short set down the middle. Eskew with the attack. Down and in for a kill. Third kill for Kelsey Eskew. 12-10 Weldon Valley here in the first. McCracken steps up and lines the ball short. Fielded by Sanders on the front row. Back near side. Lindy Johnston, and Bob gets the kill. Nice tip off the block.
Did you say Bob?
Yeah, that's her nickname.
I know. I'm just saying.
Every once in a while, maybe it's not the wrong name. Maybe it's the right name. Pops out. Koenig with the serve. Popped up back row. Set down the middle. SQ blocked to the net by Morgan Sanders. Norris will set far side. Headley over the top of the block. Dug up back row by Koenig. Vieira will set far side. Lindy Johnson. Big swing down and in for a kill.
You mentioned this earlier. She is probably one of the better athletes in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question. She's so versatile. She's set for this team. I think she played libero when they were at state in 08. Well, she couldn't have. She wasn't on the high school at that time. Set far side, the attack over the top of the block, and down and in for a kill goes Cassie Headley. It's the first kill for Cassie Headley.
Cullison going to check back in on the front line for the Warriors.
She'll set out of this position. Morgan Norris will line the ball down the middle. Popped up back row by Koenig. Set up in the attack. Hammered down Lindy Johnston, far side. Pawnee not going away. That's 5 kills for Lindy. 13 all. Brandy Togman back on. And back to serve. goes Morgan Sanders. Back set near side over the top of the block goes Headley. Dug out by Sanders, back row set up for Lindy Johnson, far side. Pancaked out, back row McCracken, chased down by Cavelli. And a free ball played over by Cassie Headley. Checked up by Vieira. Lindy Johnson will set near side. Zedek over the top of the block. Checked up by Kendrick Collison. Ball chased down by Cavelli. And a flat free play deep by McCracken. Checked up by Koenig on the back row. Vieira will set near side. Zedek running attack. Banged off the block and got the kill. Did not time her approach right at all, getting her first kill, but played the angle right. She understands geometry better than you and I, apparently.
Doesn't have to be a prom queen. It doesn't have to be pretty. Okay.
Bowl and shoe ugly is all that matters as long as it goes down. 2. Line far side, popped up back row. Set up in the attack, tipped over the top of the block of the net by libero Haley Cavelli. Set down the middle, Brandy Tillman down and in for a kill. The freshman getting it. Her second.
Pawnee playing well here.
And to serve goes Morgan Sanders. Sanders will line it short, popped up back row, bump set up by Collison, and a flat free into the net by Haley Cavelli. Timeout will be taken by the Weldon Valley Lady Warriors here in the first. Pawnee with a 15-13 advantage.
In this timeout, I want to remind you that you can help yourself out by calling Daryl McCormick and Bob Mollander, your Associate Aflac representatives here in Sterling, 970-522-2309. If you're hurt or sick, give them a call at Aflac.
Pawnee, I mentioned it in the pregame show, Michael, defensively, this team gets everything out, and that's what is so frustrating to play against as a player. You can swing away at the ball, and if that thing's still flying up in the air because the back row has dug it out, you're so frustrated.
Well, Pawnee not having the best first part of this set, but have recovered well and have really poured it on and put the pedal to the metal the last 6 points.
Morgan Sanders will step back and take the serve out of the Weldon Valley timeout, each side taking one here in the first.
And you said she did not serve for herself the other night.
No, libero Sarah Vieira served for herself on Tuesday. Short serve down the near side, popped up by McCracken. Norris will set it up for SQ, tipped over, popped up on the front row by Morgan Sanders, setting a free ball over in short. Popped up back row, set far side. Fly deep, too deep and out goes the fly from Cullison. And Pawnee, on Cullison's second kill, takes a 4-point lead, 17-13, and a 5-0 run. Morgan Sanders will put the serve down the far side, popped up, set down the middle, and the tip attack deep. Dug out, but not cleanly back row, and Kelsey Eskew will get the kill. It's 4 kills for Kelsey Eskew.
And that's a girl, she just looks like a volleyball player.
Yes, she does. Eskew puts the ball down the near side, popped up back row for the Pawnee Lady Coyotes, setting it up in the attack from Lindy Johnson deep. Dug out back row by Morgan Norris, set up for a back row swing for Rachel McCracken, off the block and down. Good use of the block by McCracken to get her 4th kill there. And McCracken will fly the ball into the net. So 18-15 Pawnee. Lindy Johnson will step back to serve. Lindy puts the ball deep, too deep and out. Cannot commit those errors in a match like this. Weldon Valley is yet to find their rhythm. Headley will put the serve deep, fielded on the Pawnee side by Kirby Anderson. Set up in the fly over the top of the block of the net by Afton Zedek. Norris will set far post. McCracken, big swing. Ball dug up, not cleanly, and down and in for a kill. 5 kills for McCracken. Cassie Headley steps back to serve, look for the tie. She'll put it short, fielded by Lindy Johnston, back row. Sarah Vieira running bump up, and a free ball played over by Afton Zedek. Popped up by Collison, back row. Norris sets far side. McCracken, bang, off the block and got the kill, 18-0. 6 kills already for Rachel McCracken in the set. Headley back to serve. She'll line it down the far side. Popped up by Lindy Johnson. Set up for Brandy Togman near side, and she'll get the kill. That's 3 kills for the freshman. Second on the team behind Lindy Johnston. Afton Zedek will step back to serve, 19-18 here in the first. Zedek Flies the ball down the middle, popped up by Headley, back row. Cullison sets far side, big swing. McCracken blocked at the net by Brandy Tobin, and the free ball over back by Cullison. Checked up by Anderson, back row. Set near side onto the Weldon Valley side. Kendra Koenig got tangled into the net trying to play that ball. And we're tied at 19. Kendra Cullison steps back. She'll serve for herself. Cullison knocks it down the middle, fielded by Lindy Johnston, and that'll be an ace as it was not got a second touch. 2019 Weldon Valley here in the first. Cullison knocks it down the near side, popped up by Lindy Johnson, back row. Vieira sets it onto the Warrior side. Set back, far side, McCracken, big swing, dug out by Kirby Anderson. Vieira at the net, keeps it in play, and a free ball. Back over by Kendra Koenig. Quick check up by Headley, set over the net by Morgan Norris, and she got the over pursuit on the far side to get the kill, and a Pawnee Lady Coyote timeout.
I got to tell you, I thought maybe Weldon Valley would run away and hide here. They're the number one team in the state, and tell you what, Pawnee hanging very tough because they started out kind of shaky, Pawnee did, but they've returned to form.
You know, this Weldon Valley team has had so many heartbreaks over the last couple of years. Last year, of course, we talked about the California tiebreak. The year before, they were favorites to be right there alongside Fleming and sustained 3 injuries.
I remember that.
Yeah. Within the last 2 weeks of the regular season, their libero and outside and a middle all got hurt, and they didn't advance out. Their freshman year, they were probably the 3rd best team in the state, and, of course, only 2 can play for the championship, and it was Fleming and Otis. So this program the last number of years has had some heartbreak. Line serve down the middle from Cullison at 21-19. Kendra Koenig getting it inside the antenna, or outside the antenna, to make it 22-19.
I mean, you got to give her the hitting error, but that was a setting error.
Yes, it was. Line serve by Cullison deep, just missed the back line to make it 22-20.
Her second service error.
And Brandy Tobin will serve for herself for actually the first time because they served out of rotation last time the freshman was supposed to have it. Line deep, popped up back row by Cavelli, set flat free over by McCracken, popped up. Brandy Tobin will bump it up and a free ball over by Sarah Vieira. Checked up back row by Cassie Headley. Short set to Brooklyn Krameyer, and she hammers it into the net. Back within 1. That's the second hitting error on the freshman. And Kirby Anderson will now serve. Anderson knocks it far side. Popped up by McCracken. Backside, line shot, attack, dug out by Lindy Johnston. Koenig will set it up down the middle and a flat free played over by Vieira. Norris will set far side. McCracken not going to dig that one out.
Wow. That was a great shoot set all the way across the court, and McCracken put that one down with some impressive power.
23-21. Haley Cavelli will take the serve for the Weldon Valley Lady Warriors. Cavelli tops it deep, popped up by Lindy Johnston, back row. Vieira sets it up. Morgan Sanders hammered down the line, dug out by Headley, kept up by Norris, back onto the Coyote side, blocked down by Sanders. McCracken attack, hammered deep and gets the kill. 24-21. The Pawnee Lady Coyotes with Weldon Valley with set points on 8 kills now from Rachel McCracken in this first. Haley Cavelli, the senior libero. Big top, deep, dug up by Afton Zedek, back row. Underneath it goes Vieira, sets it up for Koenig. Tipped over, popped up by McCracken. Norris will set it toward the back corner, chased down by Lindy Johnston. Vieira will turn, quick set back over. Popped up by Krameyer, short set SQ, tipped over, dug out by Kirby Anderson. Vieira will set near side, Kinder Koenig. Big swing off the block, diving dig out by Cassie Headley. Set far side, McCracken. Dug out back row by Lindy Johnston, back into the radar zone of Kelsey Eskew, and she hammers it down. 25-21, Weldon Valley takes set number 1. We'll come back with set number 2 of the 1A District 4 volleyball tournament. This is match number 2 of 6 on the day on this big-time small-town media production. Get your DVD copies of the events you're seeing live online at BigTimeSmallTown.com. Hi, I'm Ben Blecka, owner, founder, and one of the talents of Big Time Small Town Media. Very glad you're enjoying the broadcast we're bringing to you live online. But don't forget you can have this broadcast whenever and wherever you want with a purchase of the DVD from Big Time Small Town Media. Go to www.BigTimeSmallTown.com. There you can check out all of the games that we've got from any past tournaments. We've been doing this for just more than a year, and Big Time Small Town Media is proud to be more than sports. We're community.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know the 7 Dwarves, 4 Seasons, and 12 Days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, Viero is featuring countless reasons to own an iPhone. With an iPhone, you can take great photos or take a crack at Angry Birds, watch your favorite video, or use it as a watch, find an old school friend on Facebook, or simply browse the web. But what you really ought to find is your nearest Viero store, because for a limited time, you can have an iPhone for only $79.99. Before these great iPhone deals end, get into Viero. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
You're looking for a used car, but you don't really trust those used car dealers. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto in Sterling, trust is not an issue. At Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, there is no purchase as is. Every vehicle on the lot comes with a complete warranty. For your convenience of shopping, Ertl Brothers Discount Auto is available online anytime at ebautos.com. They understand that not everyone works 9 to 5, so they'll even set up private appointments to work with your schedule. Visit Ertl Brothers Discount Auto, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, Saturday, 9 to 4.
For certified windshield repair and replacement, you already know to call Smart Parts in Sterling. But what about grill guards, running boards, and other truck accessories, such as BW hitches and 3M clear protective coating for any vehicle? Smart Parts has what you're looking for. Ask about the Vortex system, used for sprayed-on truck liners to protect your truck bed from wear and tear while enhancing the beauty of your truck. For these and other services, see Smart Parts at 530 6th Avenue in Sterling or call 522-5399.
Welcome back into the Bank of Colorado Event Center, 25-21, Weldon Valley over Pawnee in the first time. Ben Blecka, we come back for the second. And teams will switch the sides, and, Michael, that first set a little bit closer than maybe you would expect on paper. Fourth match of the season with Weldon Valley winning all in sweeps, but as good as Pawnee is defensively, you expect close sets.
Well, and like you said, even the best teams get frustrated when the defense gets everything up, and then they start to overhit.
Haley Cavelli will start with the serve in the near side corner as we head to the second. They had not squared away the Weldon Valley rotation before Cavelli had come in. The libero in the blue shirt will step back. She had the last serve for Weldon Valley in the first and starts with the serve here in the second. High toss and the big jump down the far side, popped up by Lindy Johnston. Set back to Johnson, far post swing, banged off the block at the net and down, stuffed down by Kelsey Eskew.
5 kills and a stuff block for Eskew.
6'2 senior can...
she plays the net.
Yeah. Cavelli with the serve, line far side, muted by Johnston once again. Vieira will back set near side, Kendra Koenig inside the block and misdug by Caitlin Staley, back row. That's the one change for Weldon Valley. Caitlin Staley instead of Kiana Sandoval here in the second. 1-1. Second kill for whoever got that kill.
Yeah. That was, I'm sorry.
Koenig.
It was Koenig.
She had the serve, fielded by McCracken, set up for SQ, ball banged off the block at the net, kept up by Norris. McCracken with the attack, dug up by Anderson, back row, set down the middle, Lindy Johnson over the top of the block, popped up by Caitlin Staley, chased down by Headley, and a free ball over by Haley Cavelli, checked up high, back row by Kendra Koenig. Vieira sets far side, Zedek bangs it off the block of the net, popped up by Cavelli, back row, Norris, near side, McCracken banged off the block, kill. 9.
9. One away from double digits, and we're just starting the second set.
She's not saying 9. She says Jawohl.
Jawohl?
I had to throw a foreign language in there. I'm sorry.
Good. I like that.
2-1, McCracken gives herself the serve. Big jump, line down the middle, popped up by Koenig on the back row. Vieira sets, Lindy Johnson, big swing, blocked at the net by Eskew, kept up by Sanders. Johnson again, pokes it far side. Popped up by Morgan Norris, back to Lindy Johnson, dug out, set back by Norris, near side. Vieira pops it up. Eskew bangs it down in the net with the block, so she will not get credit for kill or stuff block there because of the violation, but it's a Weldon Valley point either way, 3-1. McCracken continues with the serve. She'll put the big top deep, too deep and out.
This team is scary good.
They go for that big jump serve. So many of them do. You don't mind missing it long because they are. It's scary to be fielding that. Line serve by Sanders, fielded by the Warriors. Eskew at the net. Ball kept up on the front row by Lindy Johnston. Freed over by Zedek. Set near side Headley. She'll angle it deep. It was going out. Kirby Anderson played it. Back set near side Lindy Johnson. Off the block. Pancaked out by Norris. Eskew can't keep it in play out of the net. 3-3. Morgan Sanders gets the serve. She went on a 7-0 run on her serve in the first. Morgan will line it far side, dug back onto the Pawnee side, and in the net went Morgan Norris trying to play that ball. And Pawnee takes a 4-3 lead here in the second. Sanders back to serve, lines it short, popped up by Eskew, quick set near side. Headley with her attack down and in for a kill. Great play there. You play the quick dig by Eskew, and most defenses are going to think you're going to go quick short back to Eskew, and they shot it to the post for Headley, and Headley got the approach right for her second.
They're just scary good.
Morgan Norris back to serve. Norris lines the ball deep, popped up back row by Kendra Koenig. Back set near side, Lindy Johnson with the attack. Off the block, dug up by Norris back row. Cullison will set near side Headley over the top of the block, down and in for a kill. Back-to-back kills for Cassie Headley. Morgan Norris will continue with the serve. Norris. Flat-footed serve this time. Far side, popped up by Kirby Anderson. Vieira sets down the middle. Zedek punches it over the top of the block. Popped up back row by McCracken. Set far side. Cullison hammered down the line and in for a kill. It's her first of the contest. Weldon Valley with the 6-4 lead here in the second.
You remember Peanuts, Snoopy?
Yeah.
The book, Happiness Is?
Yeah. A lolly.
A lolly.
Norris will line the serve far side. Fielded by Kendra Koenig, back row. Vieira sets it up, and Lindy Johnston floats it deep. Popped up by Norris, set for a back row swing for McCracken. Big talk, dubbed back over by Kirby Anderson. Cullison will set, flat free played over by Headley this time. Popped up back row by Anderson. An attack down the middle from Lindy Johnston, too big and out. This team is scary because they've got 4 players at any given time that can put the ball down, and
they have weapons.
They do. Pawnee's done a good job of not getting intimidated by it. Misplayed, set at the net, punched down by Headley, kept in play. Koenig diving free back over. Dug out by Haley Cavelli, blocked far side by Zedek. Cavelli with the bump set near side, flat free over by Headley and deep. Dug up by Kirby Anderson, back row. Vieira will set. Attack from Lindy Johnston. Dug up back row by McCracken. Cullison will set near side, and Headley will punch it over the top of the block. Popped up by Koenig, back row. Tipped over by Vieira. Checked up high by Cullison. Set McCracken near side Headley. Angled far side. Popped up by Zedek for Pawnee. Running bump set by Vieira. Down the middle, Lindy Johnson. Her attack. Checked up by McCracken. Cullison cannot get there in time. And the kill for the Coyotes brings the lead back down to 2, 7-5 as Lindy Johnson takes the serve. 7 kills for
Lindy.
Sorry, it just happened. My brain.
I know.
Yeah. Line down the middle, fielded back row. Haley Cabelli down the line. The end official was screened. And the up official said it was in. So it is in, and the kill for on the free ball for the Warriors gives the serve to Kelsey Eskew.
First kill for Cavelli.
Float serve, far side, popped up back row by Kirby Anderson, set up for Brandy Tobin down the line, dug up by Eskew back row. Norris will set far side, the attack by Cullison down the line and in for a kill. Cavelli with that kill means only Morgan Norris doesn't have a kill, correct?
Morgan has one.
Okay.
She has one.
So everybody on the Warrior side has a kill that is played?
Brooklyn Krameyer does not yet.
There we go. That has played a front row rotation.
Oh, okay.
Qualify.
All right.
Line down the far side. Krameyer has played front row. It's there's two off the back row that don't have them. It's the free ball from Zedek deep. Chased down by McCracken. Set up for Headley near side. Cross shot. Dug out by Anderson back row. Diving dig out by Vieira and a free ball down the line by Zedek. Dug up by McCracken. Short set. Krameyer. There you go.
Okay.
10-5.
Now Brooklyn has one.
Everybody that has played a front row rotation for Weldon Valley has a kill. 61 points into the match. Eskew lines a serve deep, 2 deep and out. You just get the feeling on that fifth service error that Weldon Valley has not found that next gear yet. Short set for Cullison. Big swing down and in for a kill. Or maybe they have, and they just make it look so effortless. Third kill for...
That's it.
Yeah. Headley back to serve. Cassie will fly it short. Popped up by Lindy Johnston. Back row. Running bump set in the attack over by Zedek. Checked up by McCracken. Back row. Norris will set it up, and Cavelli with the top. Clips the net cord and gets her second kill of the set and match. 12-6 Weldon Valley here in the second. Headley flies the serve down the far side, fielded by Lindy Johnson. Vieira setting it to the far line, fielded by Norris. Cullison sets near side. McCracken, big swing, dug out by Lindy Johnson, chased down by Vieira, and a free ball over by Kirby Anderson. Popped up high by Cullison, set near side. McCracken, big swing, down and in for a kill. That's 10.
Wow.
She had 8 in the first set, and she's, I believe, only received 3 sets here in the second and has 2 more kills.
Well, just swings with abandon. I mean, she just got power.
Headley with the serve, line far side, popped up back row by Johnston. Randy Togman off the block, popped up by McCracken. Far side Cullison, angled deep, dug up by Lindy Johnson, chased down by Sarah Vieira, and from way behind the back line, Lindy Johnson will free it over, fielded by Headley, set over by Norris, popped up by Vieira, pop up on the bump set by Koenig, and then Sarah Vieira hit the ball, but Brooklyn Krameyer got in the net on the block. So wipe the service error off as onto the floor will come Hunter Hammond for Cassie Headley.
First time on the floor?
She played on Tuesday, but first time today. Short serve by Vieira. Checked up in the front line by Brooklyn Krameyer. Cullison will set it up, and down the line goes McCracken, 2 wide now.
I don't even have Hunter on my...
I didn't give you her as part of the regular rotation.
So I got to put her down at the bottom here. Okay.
Short serve by Vieira. Diving dig back over by Cavelli. Bumped up by Koenig. Blocked down by Krameyer. Drew the block in the net from the Pawnee side. So Weldon Valley with a 14-8 lead here in the second over Pawnee. 4th time these two teams have played this year. 3rd time in the last 7 days. Cullison knocks the ball short. Popped up back row by Lindy Johnston. Vieira will set it up in the attack over by Randy Togman, but dug up by Norris. Cullison will set in a flat free over by Hunter Hammond. Will be checked up. Back row by Koenig. Back to Koenig on the far side. She's arcing over the top of the block. Dug up by McCracken. Koenig will swing it again. Hammond will dig it up from the back row. Norris will set it up, and McCracken will top it deep. 2 deep and out. Pardon me, not McCracken, Cavelli. 14-9. Weldon Valley up 1-0, and on to serve will come Kirby Anderson for the Coyotes. Caitlin Staley in on the back row to play DS. Short serve popped up by Cavelli. Back row. Norris sets it up. McCracken, 11 kills. 15-9 Weldon Valley here in the second. Fleming already sweeping Caliche earlier today, as Headley will come back in for Hammond. There's a massive freshman class on this Weldon Valley Lady Warrior team. 9 freshmen on their roster.
Wow.
Serve line deep onto the back line for an ace for Haley Cavelli. That's a gravity ball. There's no question about that. So Emily Ellis is going to check onto the floor for Pawnee, replacing Afton Zedek.
Seniors and freshmen here for Weldon Valley. Akron has seniors and sophomores.
And you look at this freshman class, they've got some talent in them. I got the opportunity to see them several times this year play prior to the varsity matches. Vieira was trying to stay from going under the net. A stuff block by Eskew will not go to her credit on that big swing far side because Sarah Vieira, when that ball was hit, was actually standing on the Warrior side.
It doesn't go in the scorebook, but it goes in the minds of that hitter.
Yeah. 17-9, Cavelli with the big top deep, dug up by Ellis. Back row, set it for Lindy Johnson. She'll take a big swing right back at that block. Dug up by Headley. Norris bumps that in a free ball over by Haley Cavelli. Checked up back row by Kirby Anderson. Vieira not going to be able to get the ball out of the misplay dig at the net, and 18-9 go the Warriors. Cavelli. Big top deep, too deep and out. Kendra Koenig needs a big run right now on her serve. Line down the middle, popped up by Cavelli. Shoot set near side. Eskew pushes it deep. Dug out by Koenig back row. Johnson sets it up. Ellis off the block of the net. Popped up by Eskew. Norris will put a short far side. Too wide and out goes Eskew.
That was really pretty. The result wasn't what they wanted, but a pretty play.
Yeah, that when you see that short developing on that Weldon Valley team, you know something special could be happening. Koenig with the serve down the middle, fielded by Cavelli. Back set far side. McCracken gets the line, gets the kill. 12. And how many hitting errors?
For McCracken, I have her for 3 out of about a gazillion attempts.
Yeah, she is easily hitting 300 in this match, if not better than that. She gives herself the serve up 19-11. McCracken lines in near side, fielded by Morgan Sanders back row. Set it up for Lindy Johnson. Her swing near line, in for a kill. That is one weakness on this Weldon Valley team defensively when they creep that libero up to field the ball off the block because they have such a big block. They don't slide the two that remain back over to play balls. And if you can find that hole in the defense, you're in pretty good shape. That's what happened there for Lindy Johnson, her 8th kill. Morgan Sanders lines her far side, missed the far line.
Ooh, very close.
Make it 20-12 in favor of the Warriors as Morgan Norris steps back to serve.
They just keep sliding that lead bigger and bigger.
Norris down the middle, fielded by Koenig back row. Out of the net, Vieira keeping it in play. Not going to get it over on a third, and it's 21-12.
Blackjack.
And reverse blackjack.
And the inverse. I like that. Blackjack and the inverse.
Back to serve goes Norris. Line down the middle. Sanders and Koenig staring at one another. And it drops between them for an ace.
4 aces on the day for the Warriors.
22-12. Norris lines it down the middle. Misplayed. Make it 5. 23-12. And a timeout taken.
You got
the Pawnee Coyotes.
You got to split those aces, right? The 2 aces.
Yes, you
split them.
Yeah.
Timeouts brought to you by Aflac. Your local representatives, Daryl McCormick and Bob Mollender. If you're hurt or sick, don't just sit there and take it. Give them a call at 522-2309. Not sure where that white duck is, but he's here today.
No, he's going to go away because my shoes are coming off.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my.
It's a little early in the day, I know, but...
What is that stench? I'm just saying, I haven't placed it yet.
23-12, Weldon Valley on a roll. It was 10-8, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
13-4.
13-4 run. Well, and that's what's scary about what you saw Fleming do it. You've seen Weldon Valley do it. When they can put together runs of 10, 14, 13, I mean, that's just amazing at this level that you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, against Pawnee's
against quality teams.
Yeah, Pawnee's ranked 8th in the state. This is not like they're doing this against a team that hasn't won a set all year.
That's right.
Norris with the serve. Short far side, drops it in for 3 straight aces.
Okay, I'm all in. I'm pushing all in 3 aces.
24-12 to take the second.
I'm betting your house.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Norris flies the ball deep, popped up by Koenig back row. Vieira setting it up and a lift ball on the set. 25-12 the second set. goes to Weldon Valley. They're up 2-0 now on a 32-set winning streak. Back in 2 minutes with the third here at the 1A District 4 Volleyball Tournament, a big-time small-town media production.
Whether you need an operating loan, real estate mortgage, equipment loan, or need capital for expansion, Premier Farm Credit has the loan products to meet your agricultural financing needs. Loan decisions are made locally by experienced professional lenders who understand agriculture. We invite you to compare your loan to a Premier Farm Credit loan. We're confident that you'll find our products, price, and value to be the best in the marketplace. Call me, Ryan Rasmussen, at 522-2330 for all your ag financing needs. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Playing sports takes planning. Our day-to-day lives take planning, but we're not all prepared to plan for all aspects of our lives. That's why we have to rely on people like Joel Nelson at Nelson Financial to help us plan for our retirement. Plan and invest in your best interest without compromise. At Nelson Financial, the only certified financial planner in the area, Joel can't help you out unless you call 970-521-7800. Nelson Financial. Better to plan and not need it than need it and have not planned.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
The South Platte Sentinel has been serving Sterling and Logan County for more than 25 years, and they're proud to do it with accuracy, efficiency, and the most comprehensive local news, sports, and opinion you'll find anywhere. The South Platte Sentinel is available every Wednesday on your doorstep or online anytime at southplattesentinel.com. You can also check out the latest news and updates anytime on Facebook. Just visit the South Platte Sentinel Facebook page. The South Platte Sentinel, a proud supporter of Logan County.
And welcome back into the Bank of Colorado Event Center. We head to the third, 2-0 lead for Weldon Valley over Pawnee, 25-21, 25-12. I'm Ben Blecka alongside Michael Murphy. Word from the 1A District 5 tournament. High Plains swept Idalia in straight sets. It was 25. Let's get my text messaging back up here. You can see it on coloradopreps.tv while my text messaging wakes up. 14, 25, 23, and 25-14. So Otis and High Plains playing for the District 5 championship probably in about a half hour. And Idalia will come out as the 3 seed, but getting themselves into the district tournament next week. We have to eliminate a team today as we head to the third. Back on the right side of your video screen, coloradopreps.tv, is Pawnee. And they'll start with a serve in the hands of Kirby Anderson. Emily Ellis as a starter as opposed to Kendra Koenig here in the third. Set over the net and 2 wide and out for Morgan Norris. Pawnee takes the first point. Line serve by Kirby Anderson deep. Ball be popped up back row. Set it up for Eskew. Bang! Off the block. Morgan Sanders showed no fear, but Kelsey Eskew just had too much power. Her 6th. 1-all. Back to serve goes Rachel McCracken. She'll top it far side, fielded by Emily Ellis. Vieira will set it up, and Lindy Johnson angles it deep. Checked up high by Rachel McCracken. Kiana Sandoval bumps it in a flat free deep by Cassie Edley, 2 deep and out. Pawnee has to play immediately after this against Fleming, the 6-time district champs, and defending state runners-up. Line serve near side, popped up back row. McCracken, Eskew, boom! Dynamite.
How do you just can't defend that.
No, you can't.
I mean, it's so quick, that short set, and she's got so much height. Her armpit was at net level.
The Warriors aren't even running the fastest offense I've seen them run this year. Oh, Lindy Johnston bangs the ball off the block, and it rolls down the front. So Pawnee taking a 3-2 advantage and handing the serve to Morgan Sanders. That's 9 kills for Lindy Johnson. I'd say she's a safe bet to be on our all-tournament team.
I think so.
Morgan Sanders will line it far side, popped up by McCracken back row, set up for Cassie Headley off the block of Lindy Johnson, and it rolled the net cord. Had it gone straight back, it would have been down for a stuff. It's 4 kills in the contest as Eskew steps back to serve. She'll top it near side, popped up high, back row, tip set into the net, went Sarah Vieira on the tip. And Kelsey Eskew goes back to serve. She'll float it deep, popped up by Emily Ellis on the back row. Vieira set far side, Lindy Johnson punching it over the block. Checked up high by McCracken. Norris will set far side Headley. Down the line she goes and in for a kill. Off speed, far side. 5th kill. And 5-3 the lead for Weldon Valley. Eskew, short serve near side, diving dig out, back row by Kirby Anderson, and a free ball be played over by Lindy Johnson. Checked up by Norris, set far side. Headley with the swing over the top of the block, diving dig out by Anderson. Vieira trying to keep it in play, cannot. And it's 6-3. Weldon Valley makes it look so effortless. Eskew, short serve, diving dig out by Anderson. Running bump set up, but over and out. 7-3. Onto the floor will come Brooke Tilgman. Brooke.
Well, their normal play is exceptional play for other teams.
Yeah. Togman will be the setter and set down the middle for Afton Zedek. Tip deep, dug out by McCracken. Back row set far side. Headley pushes it over the top of the block. Popped up by Sanders. Back set far side. Lindy Johnston down and in for a kill. That's 10 kills for Lindy. You get your normal setter back in. And I expect to see Weldon Valley back to their normal rotation in the next match against Fleming. Just based on 1 point. Lindy Johnson serve far side, fielded by Cavelli. Set up, and Krameyer will flat free down the line. Dug up by Lindy Johnston. Togman will set down the middle for Brandy Togman. Off the block, sister.
Isn't that a TV show?
Might be.
I'm just saying.
Irma Valle going to come on for
another one of my favorite names, just so you know.
Cassie Headley getting the freshman in. I think there's only one player on that bench that has not seen the floor today for Weldon Valley. Fielded by Cavelli, back row. Norris sets far side. Krameyer, too big and out. 2 of them. 3 hitting errors. And a chance for a tie at 7. Lindy Johnston, too big on her serve and out. Her second service error, and the lead is 2 as Irma Valle will go back to serve. Irma had 2 aces in Tuesday's action. Togman to Togman, and Brandy's attack is dug out by Cavelli. Far side, McCracken banged off the block, popped up high off the block. Back set near side, Cullison banged off the block. Chicken winged out on the front row. Norris back McCracken, far side over the top of the block. Brooke Togman will set near side for Afton Zedek over the top of the block, too big and out. Afton's approaches at the net were really good on Tuesday. She's been chopping her steps a lot today. Just hasn't looked as fluid. 9-6 Weldon Valley. Valle line the serve near side. Popped up by Emily Ellis, back row. Brooke Togman to Brandy Togman near side. Brandy bangs it into the net.
You just can't have unforced errors against the Warriors.
Not at all. 10-6. Can't have unforced errors against Fleming, or you're going to play next either. Valle will fly it near side and get an ace. Will the freshman. 17 players on the Weldon Valley roster this year. 9 of them were freshmen. As Irma Valle will line it far side. 11-6. Short set far side. Zedek banged off the block. Popped up front row. Set up Lindy Johnson for Brandy Togman. Her attack dug out by Valle. Chased down by McCracken, but cannot get it without becoming decapitated. And
exactly.
So that'll make it 11-7 Weldon Valley and hand the serve to Afton Zedek. Vi will exit Headley on.
She was trying that matrix move, but it just didn't quite get there.
And Zedek will get an ace as she rifles a serve down the near line, and it dropped in. She's got a cat ate the canary smile.
She's laughing because that's not what she intended to do.
That's what she intended to do. Fielded by Cavelli, back row. Tips that over, down and in for a kill for Kendra Cullison. When Norris is in that back left position, Kendra Cullison sets. And you can put a 6-footer as your setter out there.
Bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Line down the middle, popped up by Lindy Johnson. Down the middle, Brooke Tilgman to Brandy Tilgman. Dug out by Norris. The attack from McCracken, dug up by Johnson. Setting for a back row swing for Kirby Anderson. Her attack dug up by Cavelli. Tip, set attempt over by Morgan Norris, and could not get the ball turned over. Kiana Sandoval will come back in as Brooke Tilgman back to serve for the first time in this match. She'll fly it deep, popped up back row by Cavelli. Norris can't get to it. That'll be an ace. Staying in it here in the third is Pawnee. They played 11 sets against Weldon Valley this year and lost them all. Like to get one here. Line down the middle, fielded by Cavelli, back row. Norris sets it up for McCracken. Her attack dug out by Lindy Johnston, back row. Back set near side, tip over the top of the block of the net by Brandy Tilgman. Norris turns, tips it down. The dig line, the only thing the senior could do is knock it in. Her second kill of the contest. Haley Cavelli will step back to serve. Big top down the middle, popped up by Lindy Johnston, back row. Set it up for Morgan Sanders over the top of the block, dug out by Norris. Bumped up high down the middle, and Eskew trying to get there, but the set too high over her, and back within two come Pawnee. Kirby Anderson will serve. Kirby puts it short, far side. Eskew digs it back onto the Pawnee side. Popped down by Morgan Sanders. Back set near side. McCracken, big swing. Dug out by Kirby Anderson in the rafters. Set near side for Emily Ellis. Outside the antenna she goes as the set put her too far outside. McCracken will step back to serve at 14-11. Rachel getting a rotation violation on the Pawnee side. And back to serve will go McCracken, short into the net. 3 service errors. That's the first one I can consider bad because it was not overhit. Line down the middle, fielded by Cavelli. Joust at the net, won by the Coyotes. Free back over by the Warriors. Set down the middle for the attack from Lindy Johnson. Rejected back by Kelsey Eskew. Her second stuff block, and the lead is out to 4 as Morgan Norris will take the serve. Kendra Cullison in on the front row. Line far side, down and in for an ace. 4 aces for Morgan Norris. I think her season high is 7 in a match.
I'm all in now for sure. 4 aces.
She'll line it far side, popped up high back row by Sanders. Set down the middle, Lindy Johnson, big swing, diving dig out by McCracken, blocked down by Morgan Sanders, popped up, Cullison set far side, Headley off the block of the net, kept up by Sanders on the front row. Lindy Johnson bangs it off the block, Headley keeps it up, and Norris frees it to the back corner and in for a kill. Ball was let go as the back line was pretty close to where those players were, but she just had that little flutter ball. Back onto the floor will come Kendra Koenig. First time here in the third. She'll replace Lindy Johnston. And Norris will line the ball far side. Sanders will pop it out. Set for a back row swing from Emily Ellis. Dug up by McCracken. Back row. Norris, big short set for Eskew. Bring me my brown pants.
Exactly.
19-12. 8 kills in the contest.
For SQ. Wow. And that one had an exclamation point on it.
Yes, it did. Line down the middle, popped up back row by Ellis. Back set by Brooke Tilgman.
No one home?
Yeah, the line dig, that was the only play she had, was to try and lift it up and hope somebody got there. 20-12. Norris will step back, fly the serve. Short, down and in for an ace. That's 5 in the match.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Ace for 21.
21-12. And the line down the middle. Popped up back row by Ellis. Set down the middle. Kendra Koenig not going to be able to get the swing as the set's too close to the net. The lead is double digits again.
They just dominate.
Yeah. Norris lines the ball short. Popped up by Koenig on the front row. Running bump set up and a free ball played over by Afton Zedek. Diving dig out back row by McCracken. Set it up for Collison. Angled inside the antenna. Gets the kill. 23-12. 5 kills for Collison. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but Pawnee has been taking 15 points or so to sit some of their regulars down knowing they have to play up next. I think that may be the smartest thing they can do.
Exactly. It's part of their strategy. Has to be.
Especially once they lost 25-12 in that second. I think that may be the smartest thing they've done, whether they intended on resting them or not. I think it may bode well for the next match against Fleming. Far side, Headley tips it over and down, takes us to match point at 24-12. You win one in this district tournament on Headley's 6th, you're almost guaranteed advancement. Norris lines it down the middle, dug back over by Ellis. Popped up by Cavelli at the 10-foot line. Short set, SQ, bang! Kill, 25-12 in the third. The Weldon Valley Lady Warriors win in straights, 25-21, 25-12, and 25-12. So we're going to have about a half hour off here. Weldon Valley joins Fleming in the 1-0 ranks in this tournament. And Fleming will take on Pawnee up next. And that one should start, I'm guessing, right around noon because they do have 15 minutes of rest where they have to play back-to-back and then the 12-minute warm-up. We will have that match for you on King FM as well as ColoradoPreps.tv. We'll be back with you after Weldon Valley has beat Pawnee in straights, 3-0 here on this big-time small-town media production.
Big Tex, a name you can trust to build great trailers. Big Tex, the name behind quality, precise design, and depth of production line. Big Tex, where style does not get lost in the rugged construction of products. Big Tex, made to last, made to perform. Big Tex, with years of experience and Texas pride built into every product. When your Big Tex touches the ground, it's tested and warranted, ready to transport the job you have. Get your Big Tex trailer at Sterling Trailers. Call 522-2855. Paul and Luann of West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast congratulate the Pawnee Coyotes on a great season and wish them best of luck in the postseason. West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast is a working ranch located in northeast Colorado, 20 miles west of Grover. Create your own adventure at West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast. Bring your horse and ride across the plains, visit the Pawnee Buttes, or enjoy the Pawnee National Grasslands, where 250 different species of birds are located. Call the West Pawnee Ranch Bed and Breakfast at 970-895-2482 or visit westpawneeranch.com.
Looking for that perfect home or property? Look no further than Morgan County Realty and Reed Cavelli. Morgan County Realty was established 30 years ago and is family-owned and operated, specializing in residential housing, commercial properties, water transactions, farm and ranch. But it doesn't just stop there. Reed is also a licensed mortgage loan originator, providing a full line of mortgage services. See Reed Cavelli today at Morgan County Realty, 702 Main Street in Fort Morgan, or call 970-867-4908. Rudy's Gas, Tire, and Oil congratulates the area teams on their great season and also congratulates them on their accomplishments. When you need a tire assistance, see Rudy's Gas, Tire, and Oil with 2 convenient locations to serve you. Rudy's GTO at 405 East Edison Street in Brush or at 113 Central Avenue in Wiggins. For more information, call Rudy's GTO in Brush 970-842-4219 or in Wiggins 970-483-7878.